Are we recording?
We are trying not to melt.
It's okay.
God
People
bless you.
people melt all the time, like
They
the
do.
witch.
That's what I was just
Speaking
about to
of.
say. The witch. But here we go.
Okay.
Hey everyone, it's me Howard and welcome back to the HR Show Experience. I am so happy to be here today because I am with Todrick. Oh my gosh. Todrick, thank you so much for coming on the HR Show Experience. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here and being so professional and so ready and so on time and punctual and things. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now listen, you have over 2 million subscribers and 400 million views on YouTube.
Mhm.
That is insane.
It's really crazy and it feels very, very surreal, but I don't know, I would have never thought that I would get to this place. I remember when I first got 10,000 subscribers and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like life-changing. And now to see how far it's grown and to watch every year how much it progresses and how many new fans I get, it's just like really, really, really awesome.
Do you have a favorite video out of all your videos?
I would say my favorite videos are It Gets Better only because it was my first like full music video that I produced and it was the thing that kind of changed the game for me. Based on those videos, those songs, I was able to pay my rent for an entire year because people downloaded that song because it hit them in such a special place. But also The Wizard of Oz with Pentatonics because I love The Wizard of Oz and I grew up with Scott, Mitch, and Kirsty from PTX. But then I would say like my third one is Straight Out of Oz because it's like the most epic thing that I've done and it's a story of my life. So
It is. And it's something that I can really relate to. And I want to know, what made you fall in love with The Wizard of Oz?
I don't know, I think it was just something about the story that just really spoke to me. I think I always identified with Dorothy because I was from a small town and like wanted to get out and knew that there was something bigger and greater out there for me, but I didn't know like quite what that was. And so I think I just always identified with not just The Wizard of Oz, but I think my obsession with fairy tales just in general comes from like my want and the way I relate to people like Belle, who wanted to get out of her town, and Ariel, who wanted the same thing, or Aladdin, who also wanted the same thing. It's just a common trend in Disney movies or fairy tales, and yeah.
You have some amazing features on this album, okay? So you have Super Fruit.
Yeah.
Help me through it, okay? With the Pentatonics, okay, you have Tamar Braxton, which is amazing. Okay, Nicole Scherzinger.
Which is hard to say, and you got it.
Thank you for that.
Ding, ding,
okay.
ding.
Perez Hilton, okay, Amber Riley, Jordan Sparks, Bob the Drag Queen, of course RuPaul, and Raven Simone. Will you be making an appearance on Raven's Home?
I can't say that I will or will not because I really honestly don't know, but that would be a dream come true. I left Broadway to move to LA to pursue my career, not just in television and film, but I specifically wanted to be on the Disney Channel. So if Raven can make that happen for me, that would be like dream come true. Like I could die a happy human being.
Oh, I would die watching you. Okay.
Let's just put that out into the universe. Let's
make
it happen.
I'm having a vision right now.
Okay. I love it.
Okay, so what is your favorite song on your album Straight Out of Oz?
Color is my favorite song.
Oh my God. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
My friend is going to be so blown because I play that song out.
Yeah, Color is my favorite song because I fell in love with Gareth, the person that I wrote the song about, and it was the first time that I had ever been really in love. I got butterflies, and I wanted to write a song that made me feel like that every night, and every night when I sing that song, like I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. I think about him and that relationship and how beautiful it was and how pure that love was, and there's just nothing like it. So I'm so grateful to have met him and that he changed my life, and I'm so glad that I was able to write a song that really expressed how I felt.
That's dope. Okay, so what was your biggest challenge creating your visual album?
My biggest challenge was just financial things. Like you can have the biggest dreams in the world, but with the budget that I had to work with, it was hard to make it look as epic and as you know, I was so inspired by Lemonade, and I wanted it to look so cinematic and like Steven Spielberg or someone. I wanted it to look like it had a big budget, and I wanted my fans to feel like I had really poured all my heart and everything I had into the project. So I think that was like the biggest worry, and there were some songs that didn't get to come out, which is why they're in the deluxe version, because for financial reasons, it was just so difficult because right after that, we had to do rehearsals for tour and then go on tour, and when you're an artist and you're touring and you're paying for everything yourself.
Right, that's what I was going to say. You're independent. You're doing all of this yourself.
I don't have a label, so a label would normally fund the music and the videos if they believed in the project, and then they would also be the people that would book your tour, and they would also pay for the tour buses and all those things. When you're going on tour, everything has to be paid up front, like everything that you're doing, and then you get the money on the back end. And so since I'm independent, I had to make sure that there was money there and like an extra cushion of money just in case, you know.
Yeah.
So that was really the most difficult thing, but I found it surprisingly easy to write the songs and stuff. It was a lot of time, obviously, but I just didn't do anything else for like 3 weeks but sit around and write all this music.
Well, you definitely did it well. I have to tell you that.
Thank you.
So, a couple of other questions. So, you have been a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race quite a few times.
Yeah.
What is it like being on that show?
It's amazing. I mean, RuPaul is such an icon, such a legend, and somebody that I've looked up to for such a long time. And the way he has changed the game for the gay community and for the African American community, or just like the queers of color community, it's just been so inspiring and eye-opening. And for me to sit next to somebody who I feel very much like how Brandy must have felt when she realized she was going to be playing Cinderella with Whitney Houston. I feel like that just it's such an honor to get to sit next to somebody and watch them do what they do and be such a huge part of gay culture and pop culture now. We don't even want to call it gay culture.
Yeah, it's pop culture.
It's like things that happen on RuPaul's Drag Race strongly dictate like, the way people are going to talk, or the sayings, or the humor of that year of the United States or the world. And so I'm just so grateful to be a part of it.
Absolutely. And I'm so grateful to be sitting here with you.
I'm so grateful to be here with you. No, I love you, and I just want you to know I wouldn't sit down and do this with just anybody. Like, I only like do things like this with people I connect with, and from the first time I met you, you had something so special about you, and just your energy was so dynamic. And I saw your videos, and I see a lot of myself in you, and like I see the hustle, and I see that you've created a brand, and that you're consistent about uploading, and you do a really good job of like networking, but networking organically. Like, you're never like pushy. Like, when you asked me to do this, I was like, absolutely, I would love to do it. And I just think you're going to go really far if you just keep that energy. And I'm so grateful to be like one of the first people on your channel, because I know that you're going to have so many other like huge icons on your channel. You're going to be like, oh yeah, that video I did with Todrick. But I'm so grateful that you have supported me the way you do, and I keep seeing you places, and I'm never going to forget you. And I'm so grateful to be here. He's such a cool person.
Oh my God, Todrick, stop. Just please. What was it like, really quickly, for Ru to be in your video?
I mean, the same way we probably feel right now. Like, I'm just so excited and so grateful, and I feel like I've worked so hard, so I feel like I deserve the opportunities to get to meet people like RuPaul and work with people like RuPaul, but I still don't feel like I'm worthy at this point of having them work with me or for me or do something for me. And so anytime somebody takes their time out of their crazy busy schedule to donate their time for me, it just makes me I get choked up. Like, even Tamar Braxton and Amber Riley and Wayne Brady and just Nicole Scherzinger, all these people that I've looked up to for so long, and Tracy Toms and like Shoshana Bean, Raven Simone, like there's all these people that I would have never thought that I would meet in a million years, let alone get to work with them, let alone them be working on your project. Because it's one thing to get to work with somebody, it's another thing entirely to have them come and work for you. That means they have a mutual respect for you. And I just have such a huge respect for all of those people, and I don't know, words can't express to you how much of a normal person I am from a normal small town in Texas. And I don't know, it's just mind-boggling to me. I feel like this is not recording for some reason.
No, it is. Don't do that.
I just want you to make sure that it's recording.
Oh, yes, God.
I don't want to scare you.
It says 9 minutes and 20 seconds, and we're almost done.
Woo! Okay. Sorry for the false alarm, everybody. I mean, I guess they already know it's recording, but I wouldn't want you to get to the end and not be recording. That would be the worst thing. Things like that have happened to me before.
Oh, my God. Do you know, last night you said that you hope that we can get as much pictures and footage as we can fit on our phones. Do you know my phone got full and shut off?
I try to tell people, clear your stuff out, because there's so many things to film.
Do you know what I had on my phone?
What?
Me on Wendy.
Oh, got it. Well, that's something that you can't get rid of. Well, the good thing is that you're invited to the show tonight. You can come. I'm gonna let you come watch it for free. We're gonna give you like a VIP pass. Oh, you already have it. And so now you can film it again tonight. Awesome.
So listen, wrapping it up, honey, you did Kinky Boots and you shut that down. And that show, something that also makes me think about Straight Out of Oz, because the two stories are not really similar, but they do have.
They are similar.
Well, yeah, but they have a good same message going.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, well, Kinky Boots isn't Oz.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, they do bring us all together and show that, you know, we're not really different.
Yeah.
And that was something that was so great about Kinky Boots. And I didn't even know anything about it. Saw Kinky Boots because of you.
Oh,
and
thank you.
even that night that I met you, Cyndi Lauper came by, didn't she?
Yeah.
That was so cool.
That was insane.
And did you notice that we were both in fur?
Huh?
We were both in fur that day.
I did not notice that. I was blown. That night was so weird. I was so tired, and it was like approaching my last. I was like, I only had a couple more days. And yeah, it was just, I don't know. I'm telling you, like, I'm so speechless because there's so many things that happened to me in my life that I just cannot believe are happening. I've always wanted to be on Broadway. That was like my first love, my first passion. And the reason I started singing and dancing was because I watched Sister Act and I watched Cinderella with Brandy in it, and I would watch all the remakes of like Pinocchio that they did with Usher in it. Like, it was like a thing that they would do like when I was growing up. It was like the fad. And it inspired me so much. I watched Cats and Jekyll and Hyde and all these things. All I wanted to do was to be on Broadway one day and to get to go to New York. And the fact that I was starring in a Broadway show every night, I would have a moment where I would be like, this is so insane. Like, this is so awesome. And all I can do is say thank you to God for like putting me in the right place, giving me a mom that believed in me, who would, you know, fight a bear underwater for me, and would do anything that she could to like give me the best chances and opportunities to succeed. And yeah, it's just been such a huge blessing to be able to do all these things. I'm not the most talented person in the world,
but you are hella talented though.
Thank you, but it doesn't matter who's the most talented. Like, if you work really hard, and this is for everybody out there, if you work hard and you wake up every day and do everything you can to get closer to your goal, you can be successful. And I'm living proof of that. And I'm just so beyond grateful for every opportunity that I get. And I try to walk into everything with a positive attitude, and because it could be taken from you in an instant. So I try to live in the moment. This year I've absolutely done that, and I'm just so grateful for every opportunity I've gotten.
Absolutely. Can you quickly tell us what's next for you?
I want to take a quick break from YouTube and everything, just a quick break, and figure out what I want to do next, because I have so many things I want to do. I want to write a book. I would love to take a show to Broadway. I would love to write another show that I have on my heart that I'm really excited about. And I would like to do an album, just like a regular album, just like with no storyline, just music that I think is great. But I don't know what is the next move. I would love to do a show for kids because I love kids, and my channel used to be very geared towards kids, and now it's gotten a little bit more adult. So I would love to create a Toddy's World where it's like that preschoolers can watch, that has music that's like Freaks Like Me, because that's one of my favorite songs.
Oh my God, that is one of my favorite
songs.
songs.
I don't care how immature it is or how childish it is. I'm gonna sing that at every concert if I can. So yeah, I don't know what my next step is gonna be, and I'm just ready to like be and love and get married and do all the things that, like, you know, like to be a human, because I've been like working so hard trying to get myself ahead that I've forgotten to take care of myself and do things that I want to do just for fun, go on vacations and like just experience life. And I think there's a world in which I could do both. And I just want to meet cool people like you and just keep doing my small part in making the world a better place and educating and being like a good face and a good role model for the African American community, for the gay community. I just want to be a part of history, and I'm so grateful how lucky we are to be alive right now, living well, that I'm getting to be alive in a time where we need people with voices to step up and stand up for what's right and stand up for what we believe in, and fight for the rights of people who are not yet born, but who are going to have similar stories to us, but won't have to overcome the same obstacles and ridicule and criticism and bullying that we had to grow up with. I pray that one day we'll be able to watch a Disney movie about two gay princes falling in love. Or,
I can't wait for that.
I just think it's necessary, and it sounds unfathomable that one day we'd have a gay president or something like that. But I think the world is changing so much, and I'm so excited that I'm here and alive right now so that I can be a part of the before and after and be a part of the solution through my art, through my gifts.
That's awesome, Todrick.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, Toddy, thank you. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit my subscribe button, right?
Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe to this channel and watch every one of his videos and watch his rise to the top and success, because I know it's going to happen.
Thank you so much.
So,
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all that. Links in the description. Bye.
Bye.